if a student approaches you and shares something traumatic, I would encourage you to remember these 4 things. Number 1, realize and reassure them. State, share with them, man, I think it took courage for you to share this with me, and I'm so proud of you that you had that bravery to do so. Letting them know that you don't view them any differently after they've shared something with you can be incredibly important, especially if shame has been attached to the thing that they shared with you. Young people are struggling with their identities. They're trying to figure out who they are, and a lot of them bring a sense of guilt and shame into who they are becoming, and revealing something incredibly vulnerable to an adult who they might think is going to look down on them can be extremely scary. And so you having that opportunity to say, hey, I just want to let you know, I don't look at you any differently now that you've shared this. In fact, I am more proud of you that you had the courage to look out for yourself and try to get help. And I'd be honored to be with you on this journey as we go and find that help. That's going to help set the tone for the rest of your conversation, and it's going to help you to move forward well. The next thing I'd encourage you to do is don't overpromise. A lot of times we want to say, you're going to make it through, and I'm going to show you how, and all of these very high out there big picture things, because we want that for the students that we really enjoy looking after, being there with, walking with them every day. We want the best for them. You have to make sure that you're not going to overpromise or guarantee that you can get them out of a situation that's difficult or change their circumstances. Instead, listen, absorb what they're sharing you, reaffirm and reassure that them talking to you was the right thing. Encourage them. Help them to see their identity differently, their value and their worth differently, especially if those are things that are under attack because of the situation that they're in. Then I would actually encourage you to put a pause inside of your meeting. Do that meeting fully, make sure that they're okay, but don't try to fix it all in one session. Instead, try to make a plan to reconnect. Doing so is going to give you a window of time where you have this option to research what's going on and what appropriate tools and responsibilities, resources, are out there for them to find. What I mean by that is you might need to get online. You might need to go to your local community guidance center. You might need to talk to a school principal. You might need to talk to a pastor, to anyone who is going to be able to come alongside of you and also provide help. Also, there's times in which you just need to bounce it by another adult and make sure that the next game plan, the next action that you're going to take together with a student, is the most appropriate. Also, if you're a mandated reporter, you might need to gauge whether or not you need to legally act on behalf of that student. So putting that pause in there is going to give you that time to navigate through the true best option with that student. But then you do reconnect. And then you figure out what it is that you're going to do together. A lot of times a young person needs someone to walk beside them, to help them, to be that support so they can take the next action steps, so they can find what they're looking for. I know that a lot of you love a lot of kids, you are advocates for our young generation, and I applaud you for going after that. I know that it's difficult, but I hope that you know you're making a difference, and I'm so proud of all you guys that are out there doing that.